to understand the effects of flooding, it helps to have some floods. And it can be challenging to just wait for them to occur. So rather than just relying on natural events, we're creating the ability to introduce controlled floods in this particular location. So COMPASS-FME stands for Coastal Observations, Mechanisms, and Predictions Across Systems and Scales. And then the FME part stands for Field Measurements and Experiments. So what we're doing here is trying to observe how the coastal environment responds to changing water levels. And in particular, we're focused on how flooding events affects the functioning of plants and soil, and has consequences for ecosystem change potentially. So of course in northern Ohio, we've got a lot of coastline along Lake Erie. A lot of people don't realize that water levels are changing along the Great Lakes coasts just the way they are along our oceans, except they're not as predictable. While sea levels are consistently rising, here we're seeing fluctuations that are still pretty unpredictable. In 2013, we saw record low water levels in Lake Erie. 2020 saw record high water levels. The years in between, Lake Erie rose 10 times faster than the oceans are rising right now. Where they go next, we still can't predict. Our approach to studying the coastal environment is really to monitor it like a patient in the intensive care unit. So right now, we're installing a wide range of different environmental sensors and then what we call data loggers, these systems to capture and collect and store the data that the sensors are bringing in. So the reason why we're installing more sensors and data loggers in this particular location, which we've been monitoring since 2022, is we're preparing to go from just monitoring this location to manipulating it. And that's going to give us the opportunity to control the timing, duration, and magnitude of the flooding event. That's something that we don't have control over from just natural events. Having the monitoring system here all the time will allow us to also capture, monitor natural events too, but here now we get to manipulate flooding.